On a clear evening, away from city lights, you might glimpse a tiny, fleeting dot moving steadily across the vast darkness. That speck is a silent sentinel, one of thousands of satellites now circling our planet. They are the unseen threads weaving the fabric of our modern lives, guiding our journeys, connecting our conversations, even predicting the weather. We rely on them profoundly, often without a second thought. But what if those distant, silent guardians were not entirely beyond reach? What if, in their silent vigil, they harbored a hidden vulnerability, a backdoor that someone with malicious intent could exploit? The reality is, the very network that underpins so much of our daily existence is increasingly exposed. A silent, invisible war is being waged, not on battlefields, but in the digital ether. Many of the satellites orbiting Earth today, from the giants of telecommunications to the smallest research probes, are potential targets for cyber attacks. In recent years, companies like SpaceX, with its Starlink constellation, and OneWeb have raced to launch thousands of their own brand of satellites, eager to provide global connectivity. This ambition, while groundbreaking, has brought a new set of challenges. Amidst the clamor and speed of this new space race, some cyber experts suggest that the security of these spacecraft, once launched and beyond physical reach, has been tragically overlooked. The implications are profound. If malicious actors, state-sponsored groups, organized criminals, or even highly skilled individuals manage to worm their way into the control systems of these satellites, the potential for chaos is staggering. On one hand, the consequences could manifest as widespread disruption. Hackers could disable spacecraft entirely, effectively shutting down vital services, or jam their signals, plunging entire regions into communication darkness. Imagine GPS suddenly failing across continents, or critical weather data disappearing, a genuine nightmare for us back on Earth, grinding essential services and daily life to a halt. But there's a far more chilling possibility. What if the intent extends beyond mere disruption? What if they could not only disable a satellite, but actively commandeer it? The most worrying scenario involves gaining control of a satellite's thrusters, the small engines that allow it to maneuver in orbit. With that control, a hacker could theoretically steer the satellite, not just aimlessly, but with purpose. They could direct it into another, perhaps more vital piece of space infrastructure, a collision in orbit. Or, perhaps even more terrifying, they could turn it into an uncontrolled projectile aimed directly back at our planet, or used to impact another nation's strategic assets in space. This moves beyond mere hacking. It edges into the realm of weaponizing our skies. This isn't just theoretical speculation. We've seen glimpses of this vulnerability before. Even highly secure institutions like NASA have been the victim of satellite hackers on several occasions. One particularly stark example occurred in 1998, involving a project called ROSAT. This was a sophisticated X-ray astronomy satellite, a joint venture between NASA and the German Aerospace Center. For years, ROSAT provided invaluable scientific data. But then, a malicious intrusion. Hackers managed to seize control of ROSAT systems. Their objective wasn't to gather data or simply disable it, it was to destroy it. They forced the satellite to point its sensitive solar panels, designed to collect energy from the sun, directly at the sun. This deliberate act was an ingenious form of sabotage. The intense, unfiltered radiation caused the satellite's battery to fry, irreparably damaging its power system. ROSAT, rendered useless and uncontrollable, burned out. For over a decade, it continued to orbit as space junk, a silent testament to a digital attack, until it finally plummeted back through Earth's atmosphere in 2011, mostly disintegrating on impact. This incident clearly demonstrated that a satellite, once compromised, can indeed be turned into a tool of destruction, long before the current boom in satellite deployment. The ROSAT incident, though decades old, serves as a stark warning, amplified by the sheer scale of today's satellite constellations. We are launching thousands more satellites, rapidly filling low Earth orbit. Each new satellite adds to our global capabilities, but also, potentially, to our collective vulnerability. Our reliance on these orbital assets only grows, from the GPS in our phones to global financial transactions to sophisticated weather forecasts and critical intelligence gathering. The challenge is immense. Once a satellite is launched, patching its software or upgrading its hardware isn't as simple as updating an app on your phone. It's out there, exposed, often for decades. The cybersecurity landscape is constantly evolving, with new threats emerging almost daily. What seems secure today might be laughable tomorrow. The implications of a large-scale, coordinated attack on multiple satellite systems could plunge modern society into a state of profound disarray, impacting everything from emergency services to the global economy. It's a silent, unseen arms race, where the weapons are lines of code and the battleground is the expanse above our heads. How do we protect these vital assets? It requires a multifaceted approach, starting with security by design, embedding robust cybersecurity measures from a satellite's very inception. But it also demands constant vigilance, active threat intelligence, and the ability to adapt and respond to new attack vectors. International cooperation is crucial, as space is a shared domain, and a cyber attack on one nation's satellite could have cascading effects globally. We are navigating a new frontier where the lines between peaceful exploration and potential conflict are blurring, not through physical confrontation, but through the silent penetration of digital systems. Ensuring the resilience of our space infrastructure isn't just about protecting technology, it's about safeguarding the very foundations of our interconnected world. So, the next time you look up and consider those distant specks in the night sky, remember their dual nature. They are symbols of human ingenuity, connecting and guiding us, but also silent, vulnerable sentinels in an increasingly complex digital world. The threat of hacked satellites is not a distant sci-fi fantasy, but a present and growing concern, shaping the future of space and indeed our lives here on Earth. Protecting these vital assets requires us to think differently, to be proactive, and to understand that our digital security extends far beyond the devices in our pockets, reaching all the way to the stars. What are your thoughts on this silent battleground above us? Do you think enough is being done to secure our orbital infrastructure? Share your insights and perspectives in the comments below. And if you found this exploration thought-provoking, please consider following for more discussions that delve into the hidden stories shaping our world.